Stitchers, welcome back to my channel. It is Jenny from Jenny Stitches and this is week 2 of Sewing Bee Chat. I am back and I am managing to make a video for this week. I realised that last week I made a bit of a mistake and said to you it was my birthday today. It's not, it's tomorrow. I got my dates mixed up, so that's my bad. But it's my birthday tomorrow. But I am here in the shop today. If you follow me on either Instagram or Facebook, you will have seen I hope you will have seen my news by now that I am indeed moving premises. That is a whole other story, so I'm not going to go through it in this video, but I am hoping that during the course of the shop move I can keep up with these Sewing Bee updates. So let's see how we get on. So anyway, let's get stuck in. Travel week, I really enjoyed last night's episode. It was great. It was just really nice. It kind of wasn't what I was expecting. At the end of last week when they said it was going to be travel week, I thought maybe we were going to be back looking at holiday dresses and outfits. I think last year they did co-ords, didn't they? So I thought maybe we'd be more in the garments line. Like that, but yes, the pattern challenge was to make a backpack, which I thought was really cool and quite pertinent for me as well, because I made a beach bag last week. I will try and pop a little picture in if I've got one. And yeah, bag making is something that I'd love to have more time for. I know a lot of my customers make amazing bags, so oh. Okay, I am back. Several hours have passed since I left you, and that is because obviously we're coastal here and we must have seagulls nesting on the shop roof, and a little baby seagull just fell 2 stories to the floor. It's absolutely fine, and then its sibling also fell, and I'm kind of stuck with these tiny little seagulls in a box and trying to arrange somebody to come and rescue them. So the things that go on in my day, I cannot tell you. So back to the subject in hand. Deary me. So the pattern challenge was to make a backpack and it was lovely. As I mentioned, I've been making a beach bag, so right up my street at the moment, and lovely Sarah off the blog team has recently made a bag for the blog, so go and check that out. I will pop a link up. So yeah, kind of into that at the minute, so it was of real interest. Now, pattern wise for that particular bag, I thought it had a very strong resemblance to the Noodlehead range backpack. I'll pop a picture in here because I don't have a copy in stock at the moment. I think Sarah bought one and then my mum bought the last copy, so I'll have to get that one back in again. But yes, with that roll top, I think it looks very similar. But it was lovely to see sort of all the bag hardware and the webbings and the fabric choices and things. I think that was really nice. Maybe I was kind of not paying enough attention, but I didn't see them going and choosing fabrics and cutting out this time. Whether they had a bit of a head start on that, I don't know, but I might have just missed it. But yeah, nice. So I think it's a lot like the Noodlehead one. On the subject of Noodlehead, there's also the making backpack. Again, I'm going to put that picture in for you. That's another backpack which is very cute. And another pattern suggestion for that from Simplicity is 9518, which features a couple of backpack options and some little accessories to go with. So that's cute. Now I'm actually working on expanding my range of bag making accessories and notions or findings, whatever you might call them at the moment. So at the moment I stock 25 and 38mm hardware for bags, D-rings, sliders, strap sliders, what do you call them, snap hooks, that kind of thing. And I do them all in one colour at the moment, which is gunmetal, so I'm looking to sort of expand that range and add some more colours and options soon. And I do stock a selection of webbing, so I've grabbed some to show you. And I think this is where it got really fun on the challenge, that they were... Oops, let me grab that. Was the combination of the different fabrics and webbings together, which really sort of affected the outcome. So this is the plain 38mm webbing, You can see that's like a nice lilac colour. One of the contestants used one that looked very similar to that. And then this is a more unusual, like I'm going to drop them again, like a tribal kind of design. I've had this in a few colourways. So these are really lovely. And then, always for good measure, we've got a good couple of rainbow options, and there's a few different rainbow types, and these just look really jazzy with anything. You can put them with anything and they look fabulous. So patterns wise, I have things everywhere here. Just gonna have some tea. Not patterns wise, fabric. Come on, Jenny, let's get back in gear. You want a sturdier fabric, ideally a sturdy cotton would be nice. They were kind of using canvases on the programme. I think I kind of knew that Jilly had signed her own warrant at the start, really, by using inappropriate fabric. She used something quite fine. It looked almost a bit like a lightweight cotton or a viscose. It definitely didn't look sturdy enough to be a backpack. So a few little options to show you. I would consider this is just a plain red cotton drill, and as you can see it's got that twill weave and it's got that sturdiness, so that would be nice. Maybe paired with something like the rainbow webbing would look really smart against that, or you could just pick a completely contrasting plain webbing and get a real pop of colour. Similarly, I've also got a few canvases which are actually water resistant. These are still soft. In fact, they're soft enough you could make kind of jackets out of them and not be too crisp. So you get a nice soft bag out of that. And it is water resistant. I have tested it by sprinkling water on it. Or we could look at canvas prints, and I think this is just fab. I think I've shown this on the channel a few times before. This is the Rainbow Tile Cotton Duck. So again, a nice sturdy cotton. You know, you could pop I think I'd maybe put like a nice red or a navy webbing with that one just to make it pop, but lots and lots of possibilities to get really creative, and there's some lovely techniques involved with making a backpack like that, and yeah, great fun. However, again, a note about the timings. I would have gone to pieces. There is no way that I could have worked out kind of where my D-rings and straps and things were turning under that time pressure. It would have gone horribly, horribly wrong. So I think they all turned out some really nice versions. And Vicky's checked bag was the winner, wasn't it? And it was great. So yeah, a nice start to the episode. Oh, so moving on. I'm not even going to touch the transformation challenge. You know how I feel about it. So we'll move on to the made to measure challenge, which was for the swimsuit. Now this is exciting territory and something that I'm very curious about. And then by the episode I was kind of terrified of, because but I started off going, oh, I'd love to have a go at making swimwear, and then finished it by like, oh, I'm not sure about that. So they were asked to make a swimsuit, and yeah, mixed results I would say, but they weren't, on the whole, they weren't amazing. Some looked really nice, some were definitely better than others, and some, just the finish was not okay. But again, my deepest sympathies to them. I'm just going to move this ball to fabric. To have to try and come up with that in that space of time, under that time pressure, and fitting something as intimate as a swimsuit to somebody that you don't know is not a challenge I would like to undertake. So I'm just going to grab some patterns. Oh, it was interesting to see the different interpretations on the challenge and the patterns that we used. Obviously there's a lot of variations on a swimsuit, and it's something that's been on my mind lately with going on holiday. In August I've been thinking about swimwear and maybe buying some swimwear, because I only have sort of swimming costumes that you actually go fitness swimming in. So I kind of want something a bit more decorative for holiday, if you will, so something a bit more casual. And it has crossed my mind whether to make some, but I don't really want to put myself under that pressure. But partway through the episode I was definitely thinking, oh, I think I could have a go at this. And the pattern that jumps straight into my mind is the Tilly and the Buttons Coralie. This was released last year. And yes, it's got several options for different styles, and it reminded me a lot of Lizzie was making a swimsuit very much like this, with the lower back with the ruffle around the back, but hers had a little tie, and I think that looked an awful lot like where's it gone? It looked like the tie on the Megan Nielsen Cottesloe swimsuit. That has a tie on view A, but then the ruffle looked like the Coralie, so it's probably something completely different altogether, but definitely elements of those designs in there. Personally, I'd like to make the Coralie with the ruffle. I think that's nice. I'll give it some thought. Other swimwear patterns that I have include Closet Core do the Faye swimsuit, which has a bikini option as well and a crossover back option, kind of finer, more spaghetti-ish straps on that one. And Simplicity do 9609, which is a little bit more jazzy there, again with a bikini option, so just that little bit different. Or is it a bikini? No, it's not, that's just showing the back is separate. It's kind of like a cut outside. That one there. And my mum was in the shop this morning and she said, oh, how about the Friday Pattern Company Elysian, I'm not sure how you say it, bodysuit, which absolutely could be swimwear, because a few of the sewers, was it Fauve, was doing, there was a few long sleeve options. So yeah, that could easily be adapted to be a long sleeve swimsuit. And fabrics wise for swimsuits, I find it quite difficult to find printed swimwear. I did have some lovely printed swimwear last year, but it all sold out. I am constantly on the lookout for it with the wholesalers, but I just don't seem to have a lot of joy getting hold of it. But what I do have is plain Lycra, which is what a lot of the contestants were using. And it's a genuine sort of 4-way stretch Lycra. Fabulous stuff, and I have got that in a very ordinary and practical black shade, and also, ooh, come here, it's heavy, also in this fabulous magenta colourway, and you can see the sort of slinkiness on that. If I was to make the Coralie, it would probably be in this one. So, and I asked Mr. Stitches, I said, if I made one, would you do black or pink? And he was like, pink, straight off the bat. So there you go. And yeah, I enjoyed watching it. I thought it was a really good episode last night. Sort of really challenged some new technical boundaries there. So new and interesting, and yeah, really, really good to watch. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do next week. However, from the preview that I saw, I'm not sure about if I stand a chance on fabric and pattern suggestions, but I will try and call in and have a chat to you about it anyway, because it's good fun to watch. So we lost Jilly last night, which my mum is slightly relieved about, because she had her in the sweepstake at the sewing class and she doesn't want to win the sweepstake, because the sweepstake prize is a voucher for my shop, and she won it last year and she felt very awkward and donated it back, so I think she's happy to be out. Anyway, I hope you are having a lovely week. Please do keep your eye on the channel for sort of news about the new shop premises. I will be filming a bit of a tour and taking you through some of the ideas and plans that we've got soon. And yeah, I am off to try and find a home for 2 small seagulls. So wish me luck. Have a lovely week, and I will catch you soon. Take care. Bye.